All right, everyone, welcome back once again to this Beefcast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef. Joining me today, once again, Brandon from Bo3 TV. How's it going, buddy?
It's going awesome, man. I'm excited to cast more games with you. Nice to cast pro games,
Yeah, I definitely,
specifically.
I definitely enjoy casting pro games. I especially enjoy casting games from the WCS. WCS Europe Finals once again making our way through this tournament, picking and choosing some matches for you guys. And today we do have a Protoss versus Protoss. So I believe that's our first from this tournament.
Yeah, I think this is our first mirror. We've kind of been avoiding those for good reason.
Yeah, but I
They're
think
not always the best.
this one could definitely be fun, though, to well-known, well-respected, and innovative players here in the top left-hand corner, starting as the blue Protoss, playing for Team Roxkis. He is Titan.
And his opponent in the bottom right, the red Protoss, he's the Papatas, and if you ask him, he'll probably cook cream beef for you. He's WhiteRa.
He'll probably cook what for you?
Calabi, cream beef.
Oh,
You
okay.
never had that?
No. Dude,
Whoa, it's so
it's
good.
been so long since I've had Korean barbecue.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Cream beef.
Okay. All
So
right.
good. So good.
Interesting. Okay, so here's a brief story. When I was up in Toronto for NASL Season 3 finals, we went walking down whatever the big street is there, Young Street or whatever it's called, like
Sure.
longest street in North America or some bullshit like that. And I see a place there that has bulgogi or whatever the word is that they're selling. It's a Korean place, and they're selling. Okay, did you see like two GSL seasons ago they had Artosis and these Koreans go out and they went to
Yeah,
Korean food and make the
yeah,
little egg stir thing?
yeah.
Like they totally had pictures of that on the like with
Sounds funny.
Artosis. Like not even
Ruth
joking, with
Artosis?
Artosis on their
Oh my
windows.
god,
And I'm like, dude, we have to come back and get dinner here. Like
that's so cool.
and then we forgot.
Oh no.
Like we partially forgot, and then partially we were on the other side of the city. Like we just walked so far away, and it was raining, and we didn't want to walk back there.
Yeah.
So I didn't get it, but I was really excited to go and get some Korean food, some bulgogi,
That's so funny.
and maybe meet Artosis or something. Like,
That'd be cool.
yeah, no.
Maybe they have a big printout of him in there.
I actually did meet Artosis down at MLG Anaheim, but he and Tasos were very, very busy and could only
Yeah.
stop to just say hi really quickly. I didn't get to talk to them or anything.
Yeah, it's understandable. Um, this game, man. Titan still only has one gas. He might be forgetting here. He's been he's not saved up as much chrono as he usually would, so it might be like a 3-gate pressure. But he's not taking a second gas. He's been chrono boosting his warp gate, and he's building a stalker, and he's already built another one stalker and a zealot. So definitely looks like that might be his call here. WhiteRa's got 2 gas though, so he's definitely not doing any kind of 4-gate. He's already got his robotics started. Probably another gateway right now.
Yeah, with those three gates down, that pressure definitely a possibility here. This probe's going to be making its way out, trying to drop this proxy pylon as close as possible, and WhiteRa going to go ahead and go up to 3 gates, pretty standard right here.
Yeah, for sure. He's just playing really safe. This might be like our Colossus all-in. Generally, you don't really need 3 gates if you're going to expand, so I don't know, he might look to get aggressive with this. It's definitely a good choice. Even though that build isn't as common anymore, it's still really strong.
Warp gate research does finish up right here for Titan, so he's going to be starting some of those warp ins relatively soon here. But at home, he has dropped that robotics facility, so maybe not as aggressive as we thought. Yeah, the pylon goes down, but immediately gets canceled, and one force field does get wasted out there, but the zealot being lost already, that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Or excuse me, yeah, the zealot was really a tanking force there for these stalkers, so they're going to take a lot of damage as they try to come up this ramp, and there's even going to be another force field here relatively soon, but with that immortal out, I'd say that's the end of this push.
Yeah, you can't do anything versus that Immortal if you're going Stalker heavy, which you should be. So at this point, Titan's going to look to contain while he techs. WhiteRa is starting his robotics bay, so he's going to go for that Colossus push. That, or he could go for Speed Warp Prism into Immortals with Immortals. Titan, on the other hand, is taking his base. He's not got his Colossus tech up yet. I don't think he's even produced off that robotics. No, not yet. So he's probably going to go into that right after his expansion. So WhiteRa will have this timing where he'll have better tech and a stronger army to attack.
Yeah, the first Immortal just now going to be coming out of Titan, and he wants to be able to stay defensive while that Nexus does go down, but a nice job containing his opponent right now, making sure that WhiteRa is contained to just that one base and isn't able to get up a strong economy. But WhiteRa going to go ahead and get that Colossus production started. Observer making its way in right now, and it is going to be able to spot out that working Colossus, or excuse me, robotics facility, and it's even going to see the robotics bay as well. So Titan probably going to be able to glean from this that his opponent is going for the Colossus, although Speed Warp Prism certainly a possibility as well.
Yeah, and WhiteRa's actually overmade probes here. He's got one too many, like for at all saturation. So it might as well be, you know, patrolling back and forth or something. So did suicide a few probes for scouting. That's a good choice, and he's turned down another gateway. So definitely all in. He made too many probes, which kind of sucks. But he's gonna go with one Colossus, and this should be really strong.
Yeah, WhiteRa going to go ahead and start moving across the map there. Does manage to take out one Stalker. We did see a couple of force fields go down from Titan's sentry, knowing that he's going to lose that anyway to all these Stalkers, and the Colossus just steps right on top of that sentry and says, forget that. Another guy's force field going to be going down there, and maybe, no. Titan trying very hard to get that taken care of, but the Immortal's going to go to work on this Colossus, doing so much damage, but there's a couple of Immortals here from WhiteRa as well, and it looks like Titan is taking a lot of damage, retreating very quickly to try to get up his ramp, but the proxy pylon already down here from WhiteRa, and he's going to be able to start some offensive warp-ins.
Yeah, and he's actually got, I think he's got an extra gateway too, so his Colossi are already out. His opponent hasn't started one yet. He's down by one Immortal. It's about to be down by two, WhiteRa is, but with the Colossus and lots of Zealots, that's not really going to matter, because Immortals aren't really the best units for holding this. What should have happened is he should have walled, but we're going to see what happens here.
Yeah.
No focusing from the Immortals, yeah, they're just hitting Zealots, which is not what you want to do. The Colossus is doing lots of damage, though.
Yeah, tons of Zealots getting in there, making sure to do their damage, and the Immortals finally trying to focus fire down that Zealot, or that Colossus just a little bit, but it's simply not going to happen. All these Immortals are so low right now, and the second of the three Immortals does fall. Titan GG's out of there, and WhiteRa takes Game 1 in this series.
Yeah, that was pretty much almost a build order loss. Like, just every decision in that game went against Titan. That three gate pressure is really, really nice if your opponent is kind of trying to skimp on units and tech a little faster, which WhiteRa kind of did, but he was playing safe with sentries and Immortals, so that wasn't a big deal. And then right after that, the expansion after robotics that wasn't producing anything just doesn't really make sense. So the all-in was even stronger there, and then no Colossi versus one Colossus is just so hard to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if he had really targeted with those Immortals do so much damage to the Colossi. They could have that Colossus down in 4 seconds flat. But there was never any focus firing there. Even if you lose an Immortal, or maybe even two Immortals, to the Zealots and the Stalkers during that time, having that Colossus down really empowers those force fields, and it's going to enable your army to more effectively deal with the reinforcements. But yeah, I think WhiteRa just had a huge advantage there in build order, like you said, and that's what really carried him in this game.
Yeah, and on the subject of targeting Colossi, I mean, that's such a risky move, too. I think he just wanted to play a little safer. But if you're not going to target the Colossus, because it can be moved away so easily, it doesn't bother with, you know, if units are on the way, it just walks over them. So you at least have to target them on Stalkers. You can't be attacking Zealots with your
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, this has been Game 1 in this best of 3 series. I've been casting host Beef. Check me out over at Beef Pot Pie 1 on YouTube. Joining me, Muatorn. Where can they find you before we move on to the next game?
As well on YouTube, it's just Muatorn, or sorry, youtube.com/MuatornTV, MuaTaran. Or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll generally post I'm going to cast or upload a video. It's just @Muatorn, same spelling.
All right, guys, we're moving on to Game 2. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you